When the winds of destiny shift, only those who are awake will set sail while others drift. Let that sink in for a second, because right now the winds are shifting powerfully, unapologetically, and most people are completely blind to it. They'll keep going about their days like nothing is happening, but something big is coming. You can almost feel it, can't you? That restless pull in the air, the quiet tension between people, the strange sense that something just beneath the surface is about to erupt. On April 24th, a doorway swings open. Not a literal one, but a portal, a cosmic gateway that holds the power to flip the script on every relationship in your life. Friendships, romances, family ties, even the relationship you have with yourself. Everything is about to be tested, rewritten, maybe even reborn. This isn't a drill, and this isn't just another date on the calendar. Imagine standing at the edge of a massive ocean, the tide pulling back so far that the horizon seems impossibly distant. You know what happens next, right? That eerie calm before a tidal wave hits. That's exactly where we are. The energy that's been quietly building is about to crash in. The question is, will you ride it or will it wipe you out? Because this event, this alignment, hasn't unfolded with this kind of force in over 10 years. And when it hits, it won't knock politely. It will shake the very foundations of how we love, connect, and communicate. Venus, the planet of love, beauty, connection, and Saturn, the planet of structure, lessons, and tough love, are about to meet. It's the classic dance between heart and discipline, between what feels good and what lasts. And when these two collide in perfect alignment, they don't just hold hands, they open a portal. Not everyone is ready for that kind of shakeup. Most people will miss it completely. They'll feel the discomfort, the friction, the sudden pull toward or away from someone, and they'll blame it on stress, bad timing, anything but the truth. But not you. You're here. You're watching this for a reason. So before we dive deeper, do yourself and those you care about a favor. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and drop the number 77 in the comments below. Not just because it helps spread this message, but because 77 is a sacred number of alignment and awakening. Let's ripple this energy out there. Because the truth is, most people won't even know what hit them. But you'll be ready to harness it, to ride that wave, not get swallowed by it. All right, let's get into what's really happening. April 24th, 2025 marks a cosmic tipping point that ancient civilizations watched like hawks. They knew the sky wasn't just decoration. It was a map, a guide, a clock for events that shape lives. And this particular alignment, the ancients called it the marriage of opposites, the moment where love meets discipline, where fantasy collides with reality, and what's left standing is either stronger than ever or crumbles to dust. If you've been feeling weird lately, if your relationships feel off, maybe distant, maybe too intense out of nowhere, there's a reason. And trust me, you're not imagining it. It's the pull of this portal, warming up. I'll break down exactly why that is in just a moment. But first, know this. What's coming is an opportunity, one that will pass silently for most. But for those awake, it's a chance to reset every relationship you hold dear, to build deeper connections that last. Stay with me, because this is about to get real. You see, what's coming isn't just some fleeting cosmic breeze passing through. No, this is a tidal wave, and once it crashes, there's no going back to the shoreline you once knew. And the energy fueling this wave? It's the collision of two cosmic heavyweights, Venus and Saturn. Now, I know that might sound like just another astrological alignment, but trust me, it's not. This is fire and ice meeting head-on. It's like watching the warmth of a sunrise melt the harshest winter frost, but in that melting, something powerful is revealed. Something raw, something real. Venus is all about the things that make life sweet. Love, beauty, connection, desire. She's that warm, inviting glow that makes you want to reach out, to hold, to feel. But Saturn? Saturn is the one who pulls back the curtain, points to the clock and asks, is this built to last? He's the architect, the taskmaster, the one who demands structure and commitment. He doesn't play games. He's the mountain that stands firm while everything else moves. And when these two planets align, when love meets discipline, when desire meets boundaries, it's like the universe holds up a mirror and asks, is this real, or is this just a pretty picture? This alignment isn't soft. It doesn't whisper sweet nothings. It's a cosmic truth serum, an X-ray that shows you what's real beneath the surface of your relationships. Imagine putting your connections under a magnifying glass and seeing every crack, every hidden strength, every secret hope laid bare. That's what's coming. The ancients had a name for this. They called it the crystallization of love. Think about that. Crystallization. It's the process where something soft, fluid, and formless becomes solid, unbreakable. But here's the flip side. Not everything survives that process. Some things shatter under the weight of reality. And it's not just about romantic love. This alignment touches everything. Friendships, family bonds, work partnerships, even how you see yourself in the mirror. No connection is off limits. The energy of this portal rips away the veil between what you want and what you need. Have you felt it already? That strange magnetic pull towards someone unexpected? Like suddenly you can't stop thinking about a person you barely know or haven't spoken to in years. Or maybe you felt the opposite, that someone close to you now feels distant, like there's an invisible wall standing between you. It's like trying to tune into a familiar radio station, but the signal's fuzzy, crackling, just out of reach. This isn't just your imagination. This is the energy of the portal building. The universe is already rearranging the threads that connect you to others. Some ties are being strengthened, pulled tighter than ever before. Others are fraying, making space for something new to emerge. Picture this like a garden in the middle of spring. Some plants are flourishing, stretching toward the sunlight, while others wither away, making room for new growth. That's what's happening in your relationships right now. The energy of Venus and Saturn is the gardener, cutting away what no longer serves you, even if you don't want to let go. And as April 24th gets closer, this pull is only going to get stronger. You might find yourself dreaming about people from your past, or maybe out of nowhere, you get the urge to reach out to someone you've lost touch with. Follow those instincts. They're not random. They're the universe lighting up the connections that are meant to be part of your journey. And on the flip side, don't be surprised if some relationships start to feel strained, uncomfortable, even painful. Those moments aren't there to hurt you, they're there to show you the truth. Some connections have run their course. Others are being tested to see if they're ready for the next level. This isn't about punishment, it's about alignment. Like tuning a guitar, you tighten the strings, and if they're too loose, the music falls flat. If they're too tight, they snap. But when they're just right, the sound is pure magic. That's what this portal is doing. It's tuning the strings of your relationships. And every tension, every sudden connection or disconnection, it all matters. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. But here's the catch. Most people won't notice. They'll brush it off, blame it on stress, on timing, on anything but what's really going on. And they'll miss this incredible opportunity to reset, to rebuild, to realign. But not you. You're still here. You're listening because deep down, you know there's more going on beneath the surface. You can feel the energy stirring, reshaping the way you connect with the people in your life. And I'm here to tell you, don't ignore it. Lean into it. Pay attention to who's showing up in your life right now and who's fading away. Every interaction is carrying a message. Some people will arrive with lessons you've been waiting years to learn. Others will drift out, making space for the next chapter. This is a once-in-a-decade moment, the kind of cosmic alignment that can either pass you by or change everything. The question is, will you be ready to act when it comes? Because here's the thing about moments like this. They don't just show up to pat you on the back. They come to shake you awake. This Venus-Saturn portal isn't simply about observing what's happening around you. It's about confronting what's been buried inside you all along. And this is where things get personal. Right now, the universe isn't just exposing the connections between you and others. It's peeling back the layers of you. Those hidden patterns you've been carrying, the emotional scripts you've been following on autopilot, they're being dragged into the light, whether you like it or not. But here's the gift hidden in all of this chaos. The universe doesn't just reveal, it heals. Every argument that keeps replaying in your life like a broken record, every moment where you pull away just when things get close, every time you've lost yourself in a relationship trying to keep the peace or earn someone's love, it's all being put under the microscope right now. The patterns, the cycles, the wounds, they're rising to the surface, screaming for your attention. And I know it can feel overwhelming, like standing in front of a mirror that shows not just your reflection, but every crack, every scar, every flaw. But this isn't about punishment. This is about preparation. Because you can't step through this portal carrying the old baggage. You can't bring outdated patterns into a new chapter and expect things to be different. The universe is saying, if you want something real, something lasting, something true, you've got to let go of what's been holding you back. Saturn, the great teacher, doesn't test you to torment you. It tests you to transform you. And when it dances with Venus, the lessons aren't about finances or career or discipline. They're about love, about connection, about vulnerability. It's asking, are you ready to show up fully in your relationships? Are you ready to let yourself be seen, really seen? Are you ready to build something that lasts? Because here's the truth most people avoid. Love isn't just about chemistry or attraction. It's about courage. It's about facing your fears and saying, I'm ready to do this differently. And the energy right now, it's designed to bring those fears right up to the surface. That familiar argument that seems to follow you from one relationship to the next, the jealousy, the insecurity, the fear of abandonment, it's all part of a deeper pattern. And that pattern is being exposed so it can finally be broken. Think of it like this. Imagine you're carrying an old suitcase stuffed with clothes that no longer fit you. You've been dragging it from one destination to another, thinking, maybe I'll need this someday. But every time you try to move forward, it slows you down. Now, standing at the edge of this cosmic portal, the universe is telling you, it's time to unpack that suitcase. It's time to let go of what no longer fits, what no longer serves, so you can travel lighter, freer, into the next phase of your life. And yes, this might feel uncomfortable. Hell, it might feel terrifying. Like everything you thought you knew about yourself and your relationships is being stripped away. But that discomfort, that's the price of transformation. You don't grow without shedding the old skin. You don't evolve without leaving something behind. The relationships that survive this period, they won't just endure, they'll evolve. They'll become stronger, deeper, more authentic. They'll be built on truth, not illusions. And the ones that don't survive, that's okay. They weren't meant to carry you into this next chapter. They served their purpose, taught their lessons, and now it's time to release them with gratitude. But this is where you have a choice. You can resist this process. You can cling to the old patterns, the familiar cycles, and hope things somehow change without you doing the work. Or you can lean in. You can face the uncomfortable truths. You can choose to grow. And I'll be real with you. Most people will choose the first path. They'll ignore the signs. They'll blame their partners, their friends, the world around them. They'll miss the opportunity to step through this portal and come out the other side transformed. But not you. You're here because you know something bigger is at play. You can feel it in your bones. The pull, the shift, the quiet invitation from the universe to do things differently this time. So here's my invitation to you. Don't run from what's being exposed. Don't numb it, distract yourself from it, or pretend it's not there. Sit with it. Listen to it. Ask yourself, what pattern is ready to be broken? What truth have I been avoiding? Because when you face it, when you lean into that discomfort instead of away from it, that's where the magic happens. That's when you're no longer dragging the past into your future. That's when you create space for something new, something real, something aligned with the person you're becoming. This portal isn't just about cosmic energy. It's about you, your choices, your willingness to show up, your courage to grow. And trust me, the moment you do, everything shifts. The world around you might look the same, but inside you'll feel that weight lift, that clarity sharpen, that sense of alignment snapping into place like puzzle pieces finally connecting. But here's where it gets deeper, because what we've been talking about, those relationship patterns, those emotional cycles, they're not just about now, they're echoes that have followed you not just through this life, but through many. When Venus and Saturn come together like this, they aren't just stirring the waters of your present. They're pulling at the roots buried deep in your past, roots that stretch back through time, through lifetimes. This is karmic energy we're dealing with, and it's heavy. The relationships that feel inexplicably intense right now, the ones that spark something deep inside you, whether that's love, fear, anger, or all of the above, they're not just about this moment. They carry threads, soul contracts, agreements made long before you ever met in this lifetime. And right now, with this portal opening, those threads are being tugged, those contracts activated. Ancient wisdom keepers knew this. They understood that certain celestial alignments didn't just move the stars, they thinned the veil between timelines. They made it possible for the unfinished business of the soul to rise to the surface, so that healing could happen, so that cycles could finally be closed. Have you ever met someone and felt like you've known them forever? Or maybe felt an intense reaction, good or bad, that seems too powerful for the short time you've known them? That's karmic. That's the residue of past life interactions coming back into focus. And right now, those kinds of experiences are likely surfacing for a reason. You might find yourself seeing the same patterns repeating, like déjà vu but deeper. Maybe every relationship seems to hit the same wall. Maybe the same argument keeps happening no matter who you're with. These aren't coincidences. They're karmic loops, cycles you've been spinning in for lifetimes. And this portal, it's your chance to finally step off that spinning wheel. You might even experience unexpected reconciliations or sudden closures with people from your past. That person you haven't spoken to in years, they might pop back into your life, or someone who once hurt you might resurface. So not to reopen the wound, but to help you close it, to finish the story. Because this portal isn't just about new beginnings, it's also about endings, completion. The universe is giving you a sacred window to tie up the loose threads, to finish what was started long ago. And the beauty of this, the power, you don't need to understand every past life detail to do this work. All you need is to be present, to pay attention to what's showing up, to lean into the lessons instead of running from them. But, and this is important, if you turn away from this work now, if you ignore the opportunities to face these karmic patterns, they won't just disappear. No, they'll amplify. The lessons you resist now will circle back later, stronger and louder. That's not a threat, it's mercy, cosmic mercy. The universe loves you too much to let you carry this weight forever. But if you're not ready to let go, it'll wait and come knocking again when the time is right. Maybe next year, maybe next lifetime. But why wait? Why carry what's ready to be released? Imagine dragging chains behind you, feeling the strain, the heaviness, and knowing all you have to do is let go. That's the gift this portal offers. You can resolve in this moment what might otherwise take years or lifetimes of struggle to release. And don't mistake this for something passive. This isn't about just sitting back and waiting for things to happen. This is about showing up. It's about listening to the signs, paying attention to the feelings that stir in you, the unexpected encounters, the emotions that rise up from nowhere. It's about choosing to face them, to ask, what is this teaching me? What is this showing me about myself? Because when you face it, when you lean in, that's when the healing happens. This is karmic surgery. It might not feel comfortable. It might stir up old pain, old wounds, old fears. But on the other side of that is freedom. The kind of freedom that lets you walk into your future unburdened. The kind that lets you build relationships that aren't shadowed by the past. So don't turn away. Don't miss this moment, because what's waiting on the other side of this portal? It's not just a new relationship, a new connection. It's a new you. One who's not tied down by the old stories, the old wounds, the old patterns. One who's ready to love fully, freely, deeply. One who's finally free to write a new chapter. And that next chapter, it's waiting for you to take the pen. But here's the truth about chapters. They don't wait forever to be written. Just like this cosmic portal we've been talking about, the window doesn't stay open. The energy we're feeling, this swirling, intense, transformative force, it's powerful, but it's temporary. The exact moment Venus and Saturn align, the epicenter of this whole event, lands on April 24th. But the waves of that energy, they ripple for about a week on either side. That gives you a precious, golden 2-week window, a sacred space where the universe's door is cracked open wide enough for you to step through, rewrite your story, and leave the old patterns behind. This is your time to act. Because when this portal closes, the tides pull back, the door creaks shut, the opportunities, the ease, the flow, the cosmic support that's holding you steady right now, they fade. And what's left is the world you've built in the meantime. So how do you make sure you're not just passing through this moment, but actually harnessing it? How do you work with this energy instead of just letting it work on you? First, get clear. Saturn loves structure. Venus thrives on intention. Together, they demand that you know what you're asking for, not just on the surface, but deep down at the soul level. What do you really want from your relationships? Not what society told you to want, not what your friends or family expect from you, but what your heart aches for when you strip everything else away. And here's the challenge. Don't just think it, Write it down. Say it out loud. Make it real. There's something alchemical about putting words to your desires, about breathing life into them, like turning smoke into stone. Until you name it, it stays blurry, shapeless, ungraspable. But once it's written, once it's spoken, it starts to take form. And when you get clear, then comes the part that takes guts. Face what needs facing. This portal isn't here to hold your hand and sing you lullabies. It's here to push you into the conversations you've been avoiding, the truths you've been dancing around, the decisions you've been too scared to make, that relationship that feels stuck in limbo, that unspoken resentment, that thing you know needs to be addressed but keeps getting pushed down the line. Now is the time. Because here's the gift. The universe is supporting you right now. It's giving you the wind at your back, the unseen hand guiding you through the hard stuff. You won't get this same level of cosmic backup again for years. And if you don't lean in, those conversations, those decisions, those truths, they'll only get harder. The weight of avoidance grows heavier the longer you carry it. But if you do step up, if you do face it, that's where the transformation happens. That's where you get to leave behind the version of you that was too scared to speak, too afraid to act. That's when you step into your power. And as you're doing this work, pay attention. This isn't just about sitting in silence and waiting for things to click. The universe speaks in whispers, in signs and patterns. Those repeated numbers you keep seeing, the song that plays at just the right moment, the dream that feels like it's trying to tell you something, none of that is random. This is how the universe guides us during these powerful cosmic alignments. The signs are breadcrumbs, pointing you in the direction you're meant to go. Follow them. Lean into them. They're guiding you toward what's ready for your attention. And maybe the hardest part of all, trust the process. Trust that what falls away during this time, whether it's a relationship, a belief, a version of yourself, isn't a punishment. It's making space. It's clearing the ground so that what's meant for you can take root. What challenges you now? It's shaping you. What confuses you? It's clearing the way for clarity to enter. None of this is random. None of this is wasted. This portal, this moment, it's rare. It's powerful. It's perfectly timed for your journey. But the clock is ticking. The tides will turn. The energy will settle. And when that happens, your relationship landscape, the people, the patterns, the way you connect, it'll be forever changed. The only question left is this: will you be the one who shaped that change, or the one who was shaped by it? The choice is yours. So as this cosmic portal begins to close, remember, you hold the power to shape what comes next. This moment isn't just happening to you, it's happening for you. The relationships you build now, the patterns you break, they'll echo far beyond this window. If this message stirred something in you, like this video, subscribe for more insights and drop the number 77 in the comments to align with this powerful energy. Let's ripple this awareness out to others who need it. Stay awake, stay aligned, and I'll see you on the other side of this transformation.